really make sure that you want it, it's what you want to do, that you are prepared to make sacrifices for it, that you have or develop the discipline that writing requires, because a writer writes. That's the first thing a writer does. A writer also reads. Write, continue writing, be open to assessment, to feedback from people, who come, well-intentioned. In other words, arrogance and writing don't go together. Writing also presents difficulties, challenges, obstacles, are things which will stop you and say, well, how do I say that, or where do I go next? And it's only through reading extensively in a very disciplined way that we arrive at a point where we become fully fledged writers.
Read more, write less, and don't get your hopes up.
Great. Yeah, that's.
Oh, and get a job. If somebody, I mean, I intuitively knew this, but you need to get a job. This writing thing doesn't pay. Be prepared for a lot of rejection, and be prepared to admit sometimes that writing is not for you. You make a better reader than a writer. There's no point in being a writer unless you enjoy good writing and you take pleasure in it. And that way, you can be a good reader. It's equally important to be a good reader. But it's more important to be a good reader because you're a reader first before you're a writer. So take joy in it. Find things that you enjoy, stick with it.
I've tried to encourage the organisers to push the young people into looking at things in depth and with some tenacity, to not take an easy solution to writing, and also to not be too impressed, yes, to enjoy the applause that they receive when they're performing poetry, but also to retain that ability to critique their own work, to not settle for good when they could be better. That's the main thing, I think.